Hey y'all, we're gonna get us a reading for the sign of Pisces. As you know, I've already began my pre-shuffle before I press the record button, so I'm gonna cut the deck and we're gonna get into it with the main energy for the sign of Pisces. Now Pisces, bottom of the deck, we got water. We got water off top, Pisces. So I'm sensing something with some type of deep emotions, like the depths of a situation. Something is deep. I'm also hearing something about like live water. You know, with live water, it's like a lack of control. You kind of just have to go with the current or something is what I'm hearing. So I don't know. When I split the deck, we have child. So this may have to do with some type of situation surrounding somebody's innocence, or this could have something to do with the actual child. This could have something to do with a new beginning. You know what I mean? This could have something to do with something that somebody views as being precious and needing to be protected. So first card we got that flip says party. It might be some type of celebration going on. Party, some type of happy gathering or something. We got 7 of Swords. So somebody might be being sneaky, or it might be some type of betrayal or something like that with this party energy. I'm getting some type of carelessness as well too. It's like a, you know how on the party, like people just, they're more so focused on fun. But you have a tunnel. With this tunnel, is giving me somebody may have found access to something. Some type of hidden entryway or something like that, that somebody is being sneaky about. You have a 5 of Swords, so this may have a situation where somebody was like not willing to accept defeat or something like that in a situation. Somebody is trying to see a different view, like how to go about something in a different manner, a different perspective. You have money. So someone may have felt like they were going to have to take some type of financial loss or something like that, or they may be trying to figure out how they can win some type of money or some type of stability. Dirty money, clean money, they don't care. It's something with abundance, something with energy. Ace of Pentacles. So look, somebody was trying to, it's like manifest some type of opportunity, a major opportunity for some type of grand stability or something like that. Something where they more so felt like it would set them, you know, for life, or something like life-changing stability. This can also speak of some type of, because not only prosperity, but it's like a career change, a level up. Like if I learn how to do this, then I could do this and I could do it over and over again, which would expand, multiply something. Okay, I didn't even see the 2 of Pentacles. You got 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands that came out though. This 2 of Pentacles speaks of somebody juggling multiple priorities. Somebody may have been being unrealistic with some type of ideas or something like that that they were building. Somebody may have been collaborating with another person, with other people or something like that. Again, not being all the way honest with themselves about what it was that they were building, or the challenges that they would have to face with this 7 of Wands. Because this 7 of Wands is going to speak of somebody being on defense mode. You know, somebody being caught off guard by something, but them trying to maintain control of a situation. So what is this party about? You have life insurance. So somebody may have been celebrating getting some type of stability surrounding their life. Again, with the generational wealth, like 10 of Pentacles energy, that speaks of inheritance, something that can be passed down, that can be taking care of multiple people, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, Two of Cups in the reverse, by breaking a contract or some type of separation of a partnership or something like that. This speaks of a breakdown in communication, like somebody not being in agreement anymore. You have Two of Wands energy, so this speaks of somebody doing some type of exploring or expanding. Somebody taking some type of action in order to, it's like, try something different. What's this Two of Wands about? Trying what? What is this exploring energy? You have a Queen of Pentacles, Four of Swords. So this Queen of Pentacles speaks of somebody who's stable. Somebody who may already have some type of financial stability about themselves. Somebody who's able to take care of not only their self and other people around them, right? So somebody saw you as being in this stable position, or saw another person as being in this stable position, and then tried to take action toward them. With this Four of Swords, it's like take action to lay somebody to rest, lay something to rest. Make somebody have to retreat, rethink something. This also speaks of rejuvenation, like because it can also be like something being laid to rest. It can be illness. What is this Four of Swords energy about? It's like putting this Queen of Pentacles in a compromised position. Ace of Wands. Look, by taking some type of action, some type of new project or something, somebody being filled with passion, you know, to move forward and take something to the next level is what I'm hearing. Again, this speaks of foresight. Like, so somebody is seeing or was able to see, like, once, you know what I mean, they more so laid this Queen of Pentacles to rest, like, then they would be able to take some type of action. They would be able to move forward. It's like they would have a clean slate. Then they could start building this child energy, this new beginning. What is this Ace of Wands about? Three of Cups. Somebody wanted to collaborate or something. It speaks of some type of friendships, community energy. It's a group of people in mutual agreement. But then with this Two of Cups up here and this Three of Cups, this Five of Cups, it also speaks of somebody being in regret, somebody being disappointed, like them failing. Yeah, you got Queen of Cups with this Eight of Wands. This Queen of Cups energy, somebody seen this situation, seen something playing out. It's some type of familiarity. Somebody seen the similarities in a situation. It's something about being able to tap into the emotions. This Queen of Cups, you know, this your energy. Or, you know, again, water sign. Somebody is a healer, very compassionate, empathetic. Also with this seer, like, you know what I mean? Somebody is highly intuitive. And with this Eight of Wands, it ended up causing some type of change when it came to the justice of a situation, the truth of a situation. Somebody was able to see through something that was going on. This speaks of quick action being taken too, though. Quick communication, quick change. Like something happening fast. But again, in a just manner. What's this Seven of Swords energy? Or what's going on with this Seven of Swords? You have imprisonment. So with the Seven of Swords energy, whatever it was that somebody was trying to be sneaky about, this backstabbing, betrayal that they thought that they had successfully gotten away with, somebody is now imprisoned, or they're bound to some type of position when it comes to this life insurance energy. They're locked into something. What is this imprisonment about? Imprisoned to what? You have a King of Wands and an Ace of Cups. So it's a fire sign that's imprisoned when it comes to this breaking of contract or something like that, or somebody feels restricted or stuck with some type of action, something that they thought that they had gotten away with. You know, this King of Wands is somebody who's more so a visionary, somebody who is willing to take the actions needed in order to see a situation through. But again, with this Two of Cups being in the reverse, it's some type of breakdown in communication, or it's a breakdown when it comes to the mutual exchange of emotion. And with this Two of Cups, somebody decided to move forward with trying to start new beginnings, new endeavors. It's something about somebody feeling like they're following their intuition. Again, this speaks of new proposals. Like somebody, again, just took action to move forward, to set out on new endeavors. See what else the world has to offer. Look, when it comes to this Lovers card. So it was a new beginning with the Lovers. Somebody who someone felt like, you know, they shared emotions. It was more of a harmonious dynamic when it came to this Queen of Pentacles. Give me more on these Lovers. Damn. Don't start that now. Look, we have family, which fell down. It may have been a breakdown to some type of family dynamic with this Lover situation. This may be someone that a person has a child with or something like that. With this Four of Swords, though, something has been laid to rest with this family energy. Or again, what is this with this family? Somebody wanted to get something new established. You have dating, yeah. So somebody, this King of Wands, may have seen some type of new beginning or something like that. You know what I mean? With this Queen of Pentacles. And then they more so went to go lay something to rest in order to get something new established, starting, you know, something was in the dating stages or something like that with this family energy. Somebody may have met another person through their family, through somebody else's family, a friend of a friend, or however, you know what I mean? Again, with this dating, somebody was taking some type of action to sneak off and court somebody or something. What's this dating energy? Six of Swords. Yeah. Somebody was deciding to leave something behind, or dating, trying to leave something behind. It's something about leaving behind some type of baggage of this Three of Cups energy. Some type of friendship or collaborating, again, some type of community energy. Somebody was trying to set out on some type of new endeavors. They wanted to end something when it came to this friendship or some type of thoughts. What's going on with this Six of Swords? You got Five of Cups and Four of Wands. So see, what it is they wanted to leave you in some type of regret when it came to this Five of Cups and this Queen of Cups right next to it. But it's something with you being able to see it, you being able to sense it, being able to feel it. Or in all actuality, not even being in regret, you know what I mean? Once it was what it was, it just simply was what it was. But somebody wanted to leave you in a position of feeling like you failed at a situation or something. Again, leave the baggage with you. And go off into this victory with this Four of Wands. Some type of new celebration, some type of new community. Again, new proposals, you know, just being part of the new. But something changed with that Four of Wands energy. It's some type of conflict when it came to this celebration, this new energy, this victory. What's this Tunnel? You have an Emperor energy, which may be in prison. Somebody might be in prison due to some type of life insurance scam or something like that, or locked up due to some type of life insurance scam, or something that somebody did where they were unsuccessful, but now they're imprisoned in their mind because they know the action that they took. You know what I mean? It's something about the distance happened to travel, like the route or something. Like something is something that somebody thought was solid is being able to be pierced through, seen through. And this Emperor is like a father figure energy. It's somebody who strives off a structure, who strives off of control, you know. And again, you have the Strength card when it comes next to this King of Wands. This Leo energy all day, you know. Or again, somebody is very prideful. But with this Strength card and this Emperor, a lot of fire, a lot of passion, you know, a lot of energy. This speaks of somebody being a leader, somebody being highly influential, brave, you know, Page of Cups. When it comes to this Ace of Cups, this speaks of limitless potential, you know, happy surprises, somebody happily doing something, going about something like with new emotions, new desires, you know. Somebody found courage. Like, it's like they knew that they would have a distance to travel, or they knew that they would have a road to travel, but they felt brave enough to do so in order to pursue this Ace of Cups. Somebody wanted to explore something new. Look, alive. When it came to this Lovers dynamic with this Queen of Pentacles, somebody felt alive. They felt like somebody was shining a new light on them. Somebody was giving them a new boost of energy. Somebody would be able to provide a new life to them. That's too many. What's this alive energy? Damn, you got King of Cups in the reverse. So somebody may have been moody with you, or moody with some type of family dynamic. You know, somebody didn't feel the same way when it came to whatever dynamic it was that they was in currently, or that they were in, you know what I mean, at the time. They more so wanted to lay something to rest, step back from something. It's like somebody came around and showed somebody something different, and they got so caught up in it that they started to question what it was that they actually was involved in. And again, with the emotions in the reverse, like it was some type of awkward back and forth energy, maybe even some type of fighting, restrictions. Like somebody was cold, they were negative. Look, Death card. They wanted to put an end to something, change something when it came to this dating, take some type of major action. Someone may have wanted to propose to another person, or they wanted to, again, move in. They wanted to take this dating thing to the next level, but first they had to get you or end a situation completely before they could move forward. What is this Death card? Did something flip? No. What's the Death card? You got Page of Pentacles and Six of Wands. So it's something about somebody using the skills that they had in order to manifest some type of opportunity, so that they could be seen as some type of role model, or they could be raised up on a pedestal. Somebody wanted to sit like on a throne. They wanted to be praised, glorified. It's something about receiving support, like other people supporting them. And again, like I said, with this Death card, somebody had to end something first so that they could manifest something new, like that clean slate energy. Again, but they had to leave behind some type of baggage of some type of old community or old friendships, old linking up to get this six of Wands. And with this Six of Wands, this public recognition, this support, somebody is in regret when it comes to this Queen of Cups. They're in regret when it comes to you, or you're in regret when it comes to somebody due to. It's something with, you know, again, the actions that somebody is taking, like the way that they are being seen. What is this? Because I'm hearing that a situation had like the reverse effect. Look, Devil card in the reverse. Yeah. Somebody successfully released some type of negative energy or some type of negative image or something like that, which may have been holding them back in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, which changed something quickly. And what's this Five of Swords? It say cover up. See? With this Five of Swords, it's like somebody was willing to go however far it is that they needed to go in order to cover up a situation. Cover up, like, the part that they really played. Cover their face, cover their hand when it came to this Emperor. Again, with this being imprisoned. With whatever lifelong action it is that they tried to take. Look, you got to cover up when it came to this Empress. They was trying to hide something from you. This strength, the influence. They wanted to hide you. Hide that you were the battery source to something. Yeah, look, compliance, accomplice, partner in crime in a reverse. They wanted to hide that. Hide that you helped them. Hide that they was getting some type of energy source from you. I kid you not. Not to mention, moving forward, it's like they wanted to keep from you whoever it was that they was working with. Cover up. Somebody may have even wanted to do something to you and hide it too. Look, fraud in the reverse with this alive energy. They weren't able to, like, damn, what's the word? They weren't able to commit some type of form of fraud because you already knew who someone was. You knew who somebody was with this alive energy. You survived something when it came to this lover's dynamic. And still came out of it stable. What's this fraud in the reverse? Yeah, it's given that somebody didn't want to partner with you and you weren't a fraud. You was the real deal thing. Look, and they abused and neglect you. King of Cups in the reverse. They mistreated you, misused you, didn't properly tend to you. See what this, that's why this King of Cups is in the reverse. That's why somebody is in their emotions. That's why they're imbalanced. Somebody is upset, like they be snapping, flying off the handle, having all type of attacks. Anxiety attacks, sucker attacks, baby. They be flipping out. Yeah. But they definitely tried to keep you bound or chained in some way, and it didn't work. When it came to this family energy, what is this? What's this? Abuse and neglect. And you got celebrity and death. So some type of ending. It's something about changing the way that you are seen. Celebrity ending. Abuse and neglect. Yeah, they wanted to end your fame. Or it's like end something about you. Because with this celebrity energy, even if you're not a celebrity, you know what I mean? With the sun card, like all is well. Some type of joy, fulfillment, vitality. You remember how I said you're the battery source? You can fuel multiple things at one time. You may be doing some type of speaking. You may be a magician. All right. Okay. A musician, an artist or something like that. You might do poetry. You might speak. I don't know. Inspirational speaking. It's something where you're like on a stage, like you're speaking to multiple people, masses of people, a lot of people at one time. You're even like we can say entertaining, you know what I mean? Like it's different reasons on why, you know what I mean? Again, people are seeking the energy from you. Either way it goes, you have the abundance to give. Somebody wanted to change that when it came to this family dynamic and the action that they was taking. What's this celebrity energy about? What's this celebrity energy about for Pisces? You have a Tower and 9 of Wands. So again, they want to put an end to it. Bring a Tower. Cause a sudden change. Something to be very chaotic. For you not to want to do it. You know what I mean? When it comes to this Page of Pentacles energy. Manifest this. Or they may have wanted you to feel like you manifested some type of disaster or something like that. By releasing something when it came to this friendship. But again, with this 9 of Wands energy, this 9 of Wands speaks of somebody preparing themselves or you being prepared for the worst case scenario. It's something about you having the resources that you need in order to protect yourself. It may have been past actions already taken. You know what I mean? In the public eye. Or it's something that you were able to see again. Something you was able to see. Gearing up. Because this could even speak of somebody worrying about something. Like somebody wanting this to break down due to them being concerned about you saying something. Concerned about you expressing something. It's something, again, with the support that you receive. And what is this 9 of Wands energy? What's this? You got 4 of Cups. So this speaks of them being stubborn, somebody not caring about you releasing this negative energy or these negative ties or whatever self-restrictive behaviors that you had, you know, in order to get this victory, this change. Like somebody don't care. They trying not to pay attention to your growth, not to acknowledge the work that it took in order to you getting here, not to acknowledge the fact that you real. You real, baby. It's live and living color. Like, you know what I mean? And again, when it comes to this money, this card jumping all over. What's this card? 9 of Pentacles. Ooh. They're just trying to get it out your hands. Look with this cover up. Money. 9 of Pentacles is something about somebody's abundance, somebody's stability, somebody being able to enjoy the fruits of their labor. Somebody being very financially independent, taken care of, able to live a comfortable life. That's what somebody wanted to mask with this Emperor energy. They wanted to be able to do this off of some type of life insurance. I'm telling you, some type of major stability that was going to come from you. Somebody may have legit wanted to off you or something. They may have had some type of life insurance plans, or maybe this person was a beneficiary, you know what I mean, on your paperwork, or something where they felt like they was going to get something if something happened to you, like they was going to be locked in. What's this 9 of Pentacles energy about? You got Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. I'm telling you. See what this Knight of Pentacles in this Empress, if somebody they feel like if they made some type of offer or something like that, that it would bring them this 10 of Pentacles. It would bring them this stability. It's something about this Empress, though. They needed to make an offer to an Empress. Somebody felt responsible for securing some type of bag, like securing some type of stability. They didn't care how it was that they had to do it, you know. And it's something about them feeling like they had waited, or they were going to wait until the perfect time. 10 of Pentacles. Hey, but that's 20 Pentacles right there all day. Somebody's finances is under judgment, or they under judgment, like when it comes to it's something with this stability. The finances, this is again this generational wealth, like ancestor money. And you got accomplice in the reverse, like when it comes to this 10 of Pentacles, this major contribution, somebody was not working with them. Somebody, it's like you wouldn't be this person's partner in crime is what it was. So it's given, again, that they didn't care how it was that they got to the bag, but you had a little bit more respect. You had a little bit more morals, or somebody had more respect, more morals in the situation. Again, look, you got judgment. What I say, that's 20 Pentacles, judgment. Judgment is 20. Something is true. When it came to this lifeline, again, in this lover's dynamic, like something was not fraud. Something was the real deal. And somebody is seeking some type of forgiveness or some type of mercy or something like that. A rebirth has taken place. Awakening. What's going on with this judgment? You got Chariot, 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. So the Chariot energy speaks of somebody moving forward. You regaining control of a situation. Again, stepping into your authoritative position and leaving behind the old when it came to this abuse and neglect of this King of Cups. In the reverse, that you had some type of family dynamic with, which was causing some type of illness. It may have been a mental illness or something like that, but I don't know. Somebody was causing some type of breakdown for another person. Either way it goes, somebody is standing up more strong and in control of a situation with this judgment call. With this 3 of Pentacles, this 3 of Pentacles speaks of somebody moving forward in order to collaborate. You know what I mean? It's really giving with higher self and lower self is what I'm hearing, because it's still going to be a 23, which is going to break down the 5. That's going to be Hierophant energy. You know, that's going to speak of like traditions, institutions, somebody who's really religious, or somebody, you know, with their beliefs, different things like that. So that might be something that you're speaking on. You know what I mean? You might be being seen as some type of spiritual leader or some type of spiritual, I'm hearing therapist. I don't know exactly what it is that you're doing. But again, Judgment call. And you got this 3 of Wands. With this 3 of Wands, you know, somebody could see something breaking down. This 3 of Wands speaks of somebody taking some type of action to move forward, to progress in a situation. Again, them being able to view it and see not where it is now, but where it could be with this Tower. You know, again, and somebody was trying to manifest something better. What is this 3 of Wands energy about? It's a outer space. You got Ace of Swords and 5 of Wands. Somebody tried to start some type of spiritual conflict with you. With this outer space. Other world. You know. Something being big. Something with the ethers. And with this 9 of Wands again. It's giving somebody preparing themselves, protecting themselves. Or trying to, like, gearing up. What is this? Ace of Swords. This Ace of Swords speaks of somebody having mental clarity. Somebody having a mental breakthrough. You know, right next to this 4 of Cups. It's something that somebody once wasn't paying attention to. They weren't paying attention at first. They didn't realize how big something was. Somebody was receiving some type of messages intuitively, some type of nudges or something. But it still speaks of them really being so heavy in thought and so focused on whatever it is that they focus on that they're not paying attention to their intuition, the other subtle messages that somebody was receiving. This Ace of Swords speaks of somebody having some type of new conflict in a situation as well, too. Because with this Ace of Pentacles came on this 5 of Wands to this 9 of Pentacles. So it's some type of conflict, battle, rivalry, or something like that when it came to somebody's lifestyle or somebody being able to enjoy the fruits of their own labor, enjoying, like, them being able to reap the benefits of the work that they have put in that somebody was trying to cover up. Yeah, it's given that somebody was intentionally trying to make something hard. They took the opportunity to try to battle or something like that. Make you crash out. Again, some type of mental breakdown. What's this 5 of Wands? Look, burial. What I say, crash out, baby. With this Knight of Pentacles right here. This Knight of Pentacles, again, some type of routine. Somebody doing something over and over and over again. Conflict. Prosperity and major opportunity. A major career change. I'm getting like a fight to the death type energy as well, too. Conflict, burial. It's something with somebody taking the opportunity, though, and being able to cover it. Cover it and just keep on moving behind. What's this burial energy? Like hiding something. An opportunity to battle and hide it. With this secret competition. Home. That's what I'm saying. Look, 10 of Pentacles. Burial, home. It's like a hiding where something came from. Covering where it really came from. This 10 of Pentacles. Major stability. This also speaks of like family, but this is like as well like a spiritual contract. Somebody was not in compliance. They wouldn't they wouldn't accomplish. They wouldn't none of that. They wouldn't with it. What is this home energy about? Look, landfill. A bunch of shit. Judgment. Somebody has so many different things hidden in their backyard is what that's giving me. for the love of money. All the battling that they was going to do, trying to get this Ace of Pentacles. Somebody just wanted the wealth. They wanted the money. They wanted the fame. Like, it seems like it's a few people battling over this lifestyle. What's this? Landfill. Yeah, judgment, being called, all this old shit. Six of Pentacles, somebody reaping what they have sown. Somebody getting out of a situation what they have put in. It seemed like somebody was given a lot of different opportunities, you know what I mean? And it's more so like what they invested in, what they felt like they had the power to do. It's like instead of somebody feeling like they were receiving forgiveness for a situation, they felt like they was getting away with it, and therefore it struck their ego. It gave them a sense of power, a sense of dominance, a sense of control. So again, even with this Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, somebody was invested in being some type of authority or in some type of authoritative position. They wanted to control. And they didn't care, you know, how they had to go about it. They didn't care about healing is what it is. Somebody left a long trail of like brokenness or unhealed things, unresolved matters. Seven of Pentacles, and you see the way it came out. In the reverse, it was a bad investment when it came to this Three of Pentacles energy. Something is being balanced out. It's like something was, the work wasn't really worth it. The teaming up, the collaborating, what they was trying to do in order to, you know what I mean, like take you down or something like that. They wanted to ride to the top off of you. The Six of Pentacles also speaks of somebody reaping what they have sown. Somebody, it's like they want to show up a certain type of way, though, again, and leave behind, like, what they really did to get there. Not pay attention to. Look, you got homicide energy here. That's what I'm saying. Not, they don't want to talk about that. Yeah, somebody took some type of brutal action, though, or they committed some type of crime where they could foresee a tower coming. They knew a tower was going to happen or a sudden change was going to happen. As soon as it's something with using a skill. Somebody using a skill to manifest something or using a skill to create some type of stability for themselves. What's this homicide energy? What is this? Justice. For this outer space energy. So whatever spiritual attack somebody tried to send your way or something like that. It's justice for the spiritual attack. Ten of Wands. Somebody burdened. They burdened when it comes to this Ace of Swords. Yeah, they have mental clarity that they burden due to some type of toxic actions that they were taking. Self-destructive actions. Somebody was real active. 15 Wands out here. Very passionate. Very driven. Just knew. And again, justice is them being weighed down. Because they made a bad investment when it came to, again, this trying to X somebody out energy. Now they're going back and forth. What's this going back and forth with this Two of Pentacles? You got a female. So you may be a female that's protecting yourself. Or this outer space energy. Or it may have been a female that was trying to, you know what I mean, that's worried or something like that when it comes to this spiritual attack, this outer space energy. This juggling, this back and forth. Not being honest. Having multiple priorities. Trying to keep something up. Keep up this mask, this facade. It's a female when it comes to this conflict. this battle, competition. You have accident, drugs or poison. So somebody may have caused an accident or something like that. Has somebody more so mind going back and forth when it comes to this burial energy. This is something that was hidden when it comes to this routine that this person has. Somebody might get somebody under the influence with this home, visit a person's home. Somebody may be putting things in what another person has at home. I'm hearing something with like an induced coma or something like that. It's something to make you loopy, make you wacky, make you sleepy, make you drowsy. Overdose energy is what I'm hearing. Yeah, with these addictions and stuff like that. Home, 10 of Pentacles. That's how they was going to get the stability. Make something look like something happened to you. A natural death. Get this new beginning. Yeah. Okay. What's this drugs and poison energy about, Pisces? Look, that landfill. Yeah, cause some type of ending, some type of change, some type of metamorphosis or something like that. And again, for something to be buried, something to be thrown out. You know, the landfill energy, like landfill is like where the trash goes. All of the trash, for however big of a radius that they collecting that trash in, it goes in the landfill. It gets compacted down, you know, it breaks down, it rots, it goes through a natural decomposing process. Death, the decomposition, look, judgment. But somebody was not able to fake something with the fraud in the reverse. This alive energy. Somebody is actually alive and well. What's this guy? Look, Hierophant sideways came out on top of crossing the devil card in the reverse with this Four of Wands. See, somebody was taught a certain type of way that something was supposed to go, or again, from past actions that they have taken. Something has always went a certain type of way. That's Hierophant. That's tradition, is what I'm hearing. Somebody receiving some type of power or something like that by tradition, something being given to them, the authority being passed down to them, reaping what they have sown, inheriting it. But it's something with this authority, somebody receiving some type of authority, again, in a forceful manner, like abuse, neglect. Somebody they tried to force something and then not pay attention to key factors in a situation. Drugs, poison, ending. They want to end this Hierophant energy. I'm telling you, use some type of spiritual leader, or I don't know exactly what it is that you do, but again, with this being generous, this sharing, this, you know, exchange, giving and receiving when it comes to this authority. Like, look, crime of passion was a bad investment when it came to this Hierophant energy. Somebody being in their emotions, being all passionate, taking some type of quick action, which would have been a bad investment when it came to this Three of Pentacles. It's giving somebody wanted you to get into, again, some type of commitment. Page of Wands. Look, homicide. I didn't even mean to say that like that. My bad. This speaks of, again, that limitless potential. All the different actions that somebody could take. All the different ways somebody could go about something. Like somebody felt like they had limitless potentials, limitless opportunities on how they could do something, how they could go about something. With this foresight, the way that they could see it breaking down. Look, aliens, when it comes to this justice, with some type of outside justice. some type of outside energy somebody decided to work with, some type of extraterrestrial or something. See, they didn't know you. They didn't know you. Didn't know where you come from. They didn't know how far your reach went, is what that is. Aliens, justice. They tried to call in a spirit team or something like that to get some type of justice with this outer space energy. Again, catch you off guard, make you worried, make you concerned or something like that. They wanted people to see this and for you to regret ever even coming to the forefront and presenting yourself as being this type of healer. But see, they fucked around and forgot how you was built. Because if you a healer, baby, you a healer. You can alchemize that. You don't care nothing about that. It ain't even for the show. See, if it was for the show, you would feel a certain type of way. But it ain't for the show. This is you. It's in you. You smell this. You breathe this. Somebody goofy. What's this alien's energy when it comes to this limitless potential? What's going on? All these different outside sources. Look, greed. Greed got their ass in this Ten of Wands energy. Them trying to overdo something. This power, again, for the love of money. Somebody wanted to hoard something. They overdid something. Took too many actions, even though they was being warned. Greed, Ten of Wands, got them weighed down. Burden, extra responsibility. Having to take actions like to do more work than what is worth. Ace of Swords. They have mental clarity that they now have these new restrictions, or they now have, you know what I mean, some type of new conflict due to them not paying attention to what was going on around them not paying attention to the offers, them not paying attention to the premonitions, the intuitive nudges. With this Devil card in the reverse, that somebody was not in some type of self-limiting behaviors or taking some type of self-destructive actions when it came to this Four of Wands, this victory, this success, whatever actions that somebody took in order to get to where it is that they needed to be. I'm telling you, that's what changed. Somebody just, they blew it. They blew it, and now they find themselves in this Seven of Wands position where they battling to maintain control of a situation. They facing challenges. What's the Seven of Wands energy? King of Swords, which came out sideways. Somebody has some type of mental clarity about a female, or they're defensive because they have some type of mental clarity about a female, or some type of understanding, clear thinking. This still speaks of somebody being very head over heart, somebody thinking very logical when it comes to this female in this competition. You got a serial killer. So somebody, you know what I mean, again, they finding it challenging on how to go about this, on how to come at you. Because there's somebody, again, like I said, this is what they do. Real life sniper energy when it comes to this accident. Like somebody knows how to accidentally do things on purpose and get away with it. Accidentally commit acts and then hide them. Bury that shit. Make somebody take it, oh, that's what it is, and then never look at it again is what somebody know how to do. I'm telling you, somebody is skilled at what they do. Real psychopathic type energy. Like, what's this serious? Oh, God, look, magician, what I say, baby. Magician, when it comes to this magic, mixing these potions, this spell work, whatever it is, this home energy, somebody is, yeah, somebody is, they was taught some stuff. They was taught some stuff with this home. I'm telling you, this home energy, something was passed down to them. Somebody might actually have some type of book or some type of sorcerer book or something with this magician, this warlock. Yeah, somebody, they like that. They like that. Look, with this manifesting, these endings, these addictions, this stuff to consume people. What is this? Eight of Cups. With this Eight of Cups, you got a magician that's trying to walk away from some type of death or some type of ending. Some type of changing, some type of metamorphing of a situation. It speaks of somebody walking away feeling disappointed. Like viewing a situation, seeing the obstacles that's being placed there and just feeling like they would rather not. You know what I mean? Something is too much to go through. Too much, you know what I mean, to sort through. So it's giving you walked away from a situation, left it behind. Put an ending to it with this death, landfill. Let it just decompose. Let it break down. Let it go through judgment. Because it's something about you knowing the truth of a situation. And again, with this alive energy, like something is okay. You have what you need when it comes to the resources in order to sustain life. When it comes to this lover's dynamic on your own or something like that. What's this 8 of Cups energy about? Yeah, you got an affair. You walked away from some type of affair or something like that. When it comes to this Hierophant energy, it's something about doing something that you know you weren't supposed to do, or some type of hidden energy. With this Hierophant, this affair is something that you was taught. Something that you learned. Again, with this giving and receiving, something with you stepping into authority and leaving behind the abuse, the neglect. What's this affair energy? You got desert. Look, something being dry when it comes to this 4 of Cups. This crime of passion. Something dried up with this crime of passion. Somebody being disconnected. Somebody not paying attention. It was a bad investment. This affair dried up. Somebody walked away from a situation and the affair dried up. What's this desert energy about? That is too much. No. What's this desert energy about? 2 of Swords. So somebody happened to make a difficult decision. It's some type of heartbreak and grief. Like, and somebody still moving forward to explore, you know, when it comes to the limitless potential or something like that. This could also speak of somebody being in some type of explorative energy. Like, oh, okay, hold on. No, it's still that heartbreak, grief, sorrows, denial, divorce, separation. With this Page of Wands, all the things that they could do. What is this? Look, devil. When it came to these aliens, somebody is a trip. Real demonic energy. Some dried up, though, with some type of demonic energy. This grief, this heartbreak, this sorrow, this aliens, this justice or outer space. This outside source. Somebody happened to gear up or prepare themselves for the worst case scenario. Because, again, it's something about, like I said, you got your position. You being seen. You already where you at. You got the support that you got and everything. It just is what it is. Somebody is in regret. That shit is water under the bridge. There's nothing that they could do about it now. You see them. And all the demonic ass energy that they decided to wallow in. Like, it is what it is. Shit, you don't care either way. What's this devil energy? You got intuition in the reverse. Intuition in the reverse when it came to this greed. Look, and now they trapped. Somebody was very focused on one thing, a one set mind, one track mind. You know, and again, it was about the greed. And that is exactly what's burdening them down now. all of the actions that they had to take in order to try to get themselves pushed to the forefront, and they still in the back. Still in the back. They legit had, and y'all know this my shit, that Talladega Nights mindset, that Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you last. If you ain't first, you last. He went his whole life with that shit. And his daddy came and he was like, you remember, if you ain't first, you last. His daddy was like, what kind of shit is that? He said, you remember you said that to me in the 5th grade before you left or whatever. He said, hell, that don't make any sense. He said, you could be 2nd, you could be 3rd, you could be 4th, hell, you could even be 5th. He said, so, you know what I mean? Like, I've been living my whole life by this. Like, if you ain't, he never, I'm telling you, he refused to accept defeat, all because of what his dad said to him. Risked his life multiple times, then got hurt, got his heart broken, friends leave him, everything. All off of, you know, his determination to be in this 5 of Swords energy. And then it's like his whole world, his whole dreams, like everything that he was building off of just crumbled when his daddy was like, what the hell are you talking about? You know what I mean? You that don't make any sense. You know, you have multiple different positions that you could be placed in. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Somebody is trapped in that, though. If you ain't first, you last type mentality. And that's why they stuck. Intuition in the reverse. They greed. And they're trapped now. They're bound to their greed. Spouse, partner, trap, spouse, partner, 6 of Cups, a familiar, somebody from the past, something that was once innocent. You got 8 of Swords after that, which speaks of somebody being in some type of mental prison. Somebody being stuck in their head, feeling isolated even within their own home. You got 3 of Swords after that, heartbroken. Somebody is in grief and sorrow, feeling some type of pain inside that's internal. They're holding this, they're harding this, harboring this. I mean, with this missing energy, like somebody is longing for something, or something is missing. Somebody can't find something, or again, figure something out when it comes to this Queen of Swords energy. This Queen of Swords is somebody who's more so setting a boundary. Somebody who's communicating very clearly. Somebody who is meaning what they saying and saying exactly the hell what they mean. This Queen of Swords has overcome like the obstacles in order to sit in this authoritative position. And again, it's kind of like a no mind changing. Truth, honesty, again, non-biased, but just very straightforward. And you have a 7 of Cups. The 7 of Cups speaks of multiple opportunities, a lot of different wishful thinkings, illusions of what somebody had when it comes to this Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands, right, is somebody who traveled. Look, hidden. Suicide energy when it comes to a male. So, it's a male serial killer and a female serial killer that are more so teamed up. These people like to get their exes out the way in order to accumulate some type of stability in life or something like that. But with this Knight of Swords energy, that speaks of somebody taking some type of quick action, rushing in, being very ambitious, going against the grain. Even though they know that they was wrong, they still rush forward to take some type of action. And 5 of Pentacles left their ass out in the cold. Somebody took some type of major financial loss. Or somebody is also in some type of lack type of mindset or something like that. 9 of Swords, feeling in despair, regret, hopeless. Somebody is fearful. They might be having issues sleeping at night as well. You have natural disasters. So something has been a disaster or a breakdown. Ooh, get that off my mouth. I'm sorry, y'all. A breakdown when it comes to a situation that was more so out of another person's control. Look, y'all know I be having that lip gloss on, baby. When I get to talking to y'all and stuff, that ain't gonna have me up here like Boosie. Love Boosie, but nah. Okay. Yeah, so something took place that was out of another person's control that put them in a position of having to release a situation with this hangman energy. So let it go. Somebody now has a new perspective. They seeing things differently than how they seen them before. And with this star card energy, somebody is trying to keep faith in the situation, trying to pour into a situation. Still remain open to the different possibilities, some type of enlightenment or something like that. When it comes to this beach energy, like how big something can get. It's also something about the comfort, like the relaxation, something about emotions, instability, like the meat of the water and the land is what I'm hearing. And you have road, so it's something about, you know, again, the distance someone has to travel, or like what somebody has to do in order to get somewhere. You have this couple, look, couple. Page of Cups, when it comes to this proposal, this charming energy, somebody following their heart. And you have Temperance, like to balance something out. Somebody knows that they have to be sensible about a situation. Something has went on for a long enough amount of time. Somebody's supposed to be learning to be reasonable, healing something. You have a wooded area. Somebody might be making some type of offerings or something like that in the woods, or somebody might be trying to ground out or something like that with this mind control. Somebody might even be guiding a person to think a certain type of way. Look, with this fake death in this water, it's really giving me some type of double jeopardy energy. You remember how the husband faked his death on the boat and made it seem like his wife had, you know, X'd him out? And then come to find out, you know, he had faked it. Like I said, she ended up going to prison, getting out and everything like that. And the whole time the man wasn't even gone. He had started a new life, everything like that. So when she caught him and she did get his ass up out of here, she didn't even get in trouble for it, because she had already got in trouble for it the first time when it really didn't happen. Like the boy who cried wolf type shit. I don't know. It's a movie from the 90s, though, that Double Jeopardy. But you got somebody with some type of mind control energy trying to make a person think something took place when it came to this water in this fake death energy. But you have surveillance and organized crime. So something was surveyed or something was caught on camera when it came to this organized crime. Somebody may have recorded somebody taking action, or recorded somebody saying something, or the plan of something when it came to some type of it's a strangulation type of energy. Somebody cutting off somebody's air supply, or somebody restricting somebody airflow or something like that. With this Four of Pentacles, yeah, somebody holding on to something, being very frugal, not giving something. Look, power supply. Caregiver, somebody wanted to stop the oxygen or something like that to somebody's brain, or they wanted to put somebody in a position of being close to, you know what I mean, death, but not necessarily passing, so that they are able to control the resources of somebody, or control, you know, again, the finances. Look, Ten of Pentacles, baby. Look, King of Pentacles, Sun card. That's what they wanted. Power supply. It's something about you being powerful, but you being too powerful. You needing to be controlled. You needing to be condemned. They was the one to do that. Look, Moon card right after that. Page of Swords. Look, debt. No, I'm tweaking, baby. That's a debit. That's a debit all day. My bad. Hooked on phonics. My baby can read. Yes, baby, I can. Look, Moon card. That was hidden, though. Somebody wanted you to be placed in that position, and for it to never be known that you was placed in that position because of them. They wanted to show up as this knight in shining armor and take care of you. And see, what it is this person wanted the stability due to who they was to you, and then they was just going to bring their partner in, or whoever it was that was more fitting, you know, this partner in crime in with them, and they both was going to eat off of your money. You was just going to be, you know what I mean, vegetabilized, noodleized, whatever it was, and you was going to be given the bare minimum, whatever it is that we need to do in order to make sure you alive so that we can keep on getting this debit transaction. That's what they was trying to do. Page of Swords. Look, the hidden thoughts, the hidden truths. It's something about somebody being very thirsty for knowledge, like different ways of communicating. Somebody was really, I'm telling you, into it with this debit, trying to get this credit, this exchange. Look, clean up and hide it. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't even shuffling them. Boat energy, get that clean ride. Look, revenge, man-made disaster is what they wanted. They wanted to make that happen. They wanted it to be covered like it was natural, but in all actuality, they made it happen due to wanting revenge. With this hermit energy, some type of soul searching that you did, or some type of truth seeking. This speaks of isolation, somebody going internal. Look, and you have social media. You going on social media to share your gifts. I'm not playing with you, baby. You going on social media to share your gifts is making somebody want to take you out. Look, secret, cult. It's a whole group of these hoes. Weak ass bitches. Like 3-6 say, when I say weak ass, you say bitch. Ain't gonna do nothing. Take you, whole group, secret, a secret cult. Bunch of hoes hating in private. Dismemberment. Want to take something apart for you, take something down for you. Look, love. Perversion. They want to infiltrate your love. They want to come in and I'm telling you, cause some type of breakdown or something like that to something that you love, something that may be making you feel fulfilled. Some type of present gift. I'm telling you, they want to come in and cause a negative influence. World card. Bringing a completion to this neighborhood energy that you have. This belonging. This setting. Whatever it is with this neighborhood. And where you live. Look, marriage. Grandparents. Meeting. Lies. Stop motherfucking playing with me. With this marriage energy, this speaks of a commitment. World card, they want to bring a fulfillment to some type of commitment, contract, some type of binding that you have. With this grandparent energy, this is something that's supposed to last for a long time. Something that may have been passed down to you from generations. You're supposed to pass it down for generations too. Look, you have a meeting where it's something with people getting together and somebody told some type of lies in which now they regret. They told these lies, then regret about how they presented themselves, because with this Ten of Swords energy, it ended up causing some type of hurtful endings, painful endings, a mental breakdown, a complete shift and change in the dynamics of a situation. You got Knight of Wands, which speaks of a passion project, somebody taking some type of quick action to rush in and try to achieve this Nine of Cups, some type of fulfillment. Look, satisfaction, joy, happiness. Somebody wanted to feel satisfied within with what it was that they were able to do. But you have this Fool card. Somebody took a foolish risk when it came to the Wheel of Fortune energy. A fated event. Something that was more so unpredictable. Something that was out of their hands. Somebody wanted to control something that they had absolutely no control over. Which more so than put they as in a position of having legal proceedings. Which is going to be, again, them being under judgment. Yes, you have physical court, you have spiritual court. It's levels to this. Somebody was unaware. They was too smart for their own good. Look, legal proceedings due to them being jealous. Mountains, creating all of these obstacles, all of these challenges, all of these burdens, all of these restrictions, and then trying to run away from the shit. Look, in their ego, run away from it in their ego, baby, with this child energy and start a new beginning. Run away and make it seem like they was innocent. They need to be protected. They're precious. Again, they want to start over. They was unaware of what they was doing. They didn't know no better when they knew very well exactly. Look, assassination, High Priestess. Look, Eight of Pentacles, baby. That's what they was working on. I can't even get them out my hand fast enough. And you know, I ain't even shuffled these cards no more since I got done shuffling them for the spread. I'm just running through the rest of them and it's just telling the rest of the story. Assassination. High Priestess. Eight of Pentacles. somebody wanted to take out a high priestess, somebody who holds some type of sacred knowledge, some type of divinity, some type of pure energy, pure essence. It's something about the knowledge that you have. And with this Eight of Pentacles, they had high hopes. High hopes for the situation. I'm telling you that they was going to be able to do something like in a just manner. High morals. Somebody was very focused. Very, very focused. They was hoping that, I'm telling you that it was going to pay off. Fire, filled with passion. Fueled with passion. Healing. Look, hotel, motel, whatever little secret wounds, secret whatever that they had. Yeah. That's why their passion was fueling. I'm telling you, this person thought they was going to fix their life, and they didn't do nothing but mess their life up even more for playing with you, coming for you. Not to mention, you know, they gave up the real thing for a fucking fraud. And now they bound wherever it is that they bound to. That's their business, so it is what it is. And that was your read, Pisces.